Welcome back guys and girls. In this tutorial we are going to learn UI element pseudo class selectors. So let's have a look at these selectors. The first one is enabled UI element pseudo class selector. So the enabled UI element state pseudo class selector will target enabled HTML form element. Form elements by default are enabled unless they have HTML disabled attribute set on them. So here I have got 3 input tags wrapped inside 3 paragraph tags here. So first one is enabled, the second one is disabled, the third one is enabled as well. So we are going to target enabled input tags using this enabled UI element state pseudo class selector. So the way to do it is input : enabled, and then inside of that I'll give my styling properties to it, and I'll give a background color to it and a border to it. So let's have a look at the browser, and you can see I've got background color and border applied to enabled input elements, while the disabled one hasn't got applied any styles. The second one is disabled UI element state pseudo class selector. This will target disabled HTML form element. So here I have got again 3 input types, which are radio buttons this time, and I'm going to target the disabled radio button, which is the second one here. So the CSS property that I'm going to apply on it is opacity. I'm going to turn down opacity of this element to 0.5, and let's have a look at it in the browser, and you can see the disabled one has been turned down in opacity. If I change the opacity back to 1 and look in my browser, you will see the opacity comes back to 100%, and if I give it a 0.5, it will turn down opacity to 0.5, 50%. Okay, the third one is checked. The checked UI element state pseudo class selector will target elements that have a checked state, such as radio button and checkboxes. So in here I've got 2 checkboxes. One is checked and another one is unchecked. So the checked UI element state pseudo class selector will target this checked element, checkbox here. And the property I'm giving it is turning the cursor to crosshair. So let's have a look at it in browser, and you can see I've got a checked UI element here. When I hover my mouse over it, my cursor changes to crosshair. That is it from UI element state pseudo class selectors. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.